Hello, I'm Carl. This is my partner,
AJ.
and today we are here to talk about Dr. Jose Rizal, one of the great national heroes of the Philippines, and pay tribute to his legacy. His works live on politics and social reforms. Even today, his ideas remain relevant worldwide because they are interlinked with his political works and social reforms. And we are here to uncover the relevance of Rizal's ideas today. First and foremost, let us talk who exactly is Jose Protasio Rizal Mercado Y. Alonso Riolanda, or more commonly known as Jose Rizal. Born in Calamba on June 19, 1861, in Laguna, Jose Rizal was a polymath, an excellent writer, and an ophthalmologist, and a nationalist first word. He is known worldwide for his life devoted to the cause of reform in the Philippines under Spanish colonial rule. With the novels No Limita Angere and El Filibusterismo, Rizal became highly visible as a leader of reform and highlighted the restrictions colonialism placed on social freedoms, economic development, and conflicts in class.
So let's look at something and discuss one of his significant work, No Limiting Tangere. In this novel, Rizal described the plundering and the abuse of the Spanish clergy and government. So one of the most stirring quotes from this goes as follows. The quote is, "The youth is the hope of our future." This statement encapsulates Rizal's belief in the mission of the younger generation, which with grit can act for reform. This expression still holds to life today as youth movements appears appear for social justice, climate solution, and political reforms. Rizal's hope in the youth refers to the reminder that the future is inescapably in their hands.
And another info is that this novel actually served as a powerful tool to expose the corruption, abuses, and injustices committed by the Spanish clergy and the government during the Spanish colonial period in the Philippines. And through this novel, Rizal painted a vivid picture of how the ruling class exploited and oppressed the Filipino people, igniting the flames of nationalism and the push for reform.
So, partner, matanong lang, paano mabibigyan ng mensahe ni Zelang ang mga kabataan sa No Limit Hungary sa panahon na ito?
Feeling ko partner, para sa akin talaga, ang importante ay ang pagtuturo ng mga nobela ni Rizal. Lalo na sa mga paralan mula elementary pa lang hanggang college natin. Dahil lalo na sa panahon na ito, ang mga kabataan ngayon ay hindi pa sila mulat sa mga pangyayari sa bansa natin.
Kaya nga partner, tama ka dyan. Isa din ng media sa panahon na ito upang mabigyan ng mensahe sa mamayan ng gusto iparating ni Rizal o maikayat man sila basahin ng mga sinulat ni Rizal. So partner, hanggang ngayon wala pa yung pagbabago sa bansa ang mga korap at mga abusado hanggang ngayon. So, ang tanong ko, paano paraan ang mga pinaglaban ni Rizal sa kapanahunan ngayon at bakit parang hindi pa rin tayo mula sa pagbabago?
Partner, si Rizal naman kasi ay lumaban para sa kalayaan, katarungan, at maging pagkakaisa natin eh. Lalo na yung sa Nalamitangere. Ang symbolism yun nun ay nangyari sa ating bansa. Katulad ng mga mapang-abuso na kapangyarihan at yung mga hostisya na kawalan pa rin sa mga mahihirap. Kaya hindi talaga muna nabasa natin dahil sa mga hindi mula sa politika. Tsaka another insight sa contribution ni Rizal ay isang quote kay Leon M.A. Guerrero at sa kanyang libro na Rizal, The First Filipino. Guerrero establishes Rizal as a premier move of nationalism in the Philippines. In a way, Guerrero argues that Rizal's writings instigated a burst of patriotism among Filipinos from all over the archipelago to rise against those who plausibly trod on their freedom and rights. This notion resonates with movements of the contemporary period worldwide, in which literature and art are still as a source of inspiration for activism.
So, another info. Guerrero argues that Rizal's writing played a pivotal role in awakening national identity, inspiring Filipinos across different regions of the archipelago to fight for their rights and sovereignty. While true, Rizal did not advocate for an outright revolution. His novel planted the seed of defiance that later led to the Philippines Revolution. His works prove that literature and intellectual discourse could be powerful catalysts for social and political change. So, my question is, sa tingin mo partner, ano naman ang mga magandang nakuha ng mga Pilipino sa mga Spaniards at nagagamit pa rin natin hanggang ngayon?
So partner, yung mga nakuha natin na magandang pagdudulot sa mga Espanyol is, ang pinakauna ay ang relihiyon. Ang Katoliko, isa ito sa mga malaking relihiyon sa Pilipinas ngayon. Dahil dito, maraming simbahan, fiesta, at yung mga local tradition natin, lalo na yung simbang gabi at mahal na araw, ay nasa sa atin pa rin. Isa na rin na ang edukasyon. Nuto ang mga Kastila sa atin ang pagbabasa, pagsusulat, ang mga abakada, at lalo na yung alpabeto. And now, we shall delve into Rizal's second novel. The more darkly revolutionary, El Filibusterismo. One of the most striking parts of the text states, and I quote, "A man's character is best or most truly tested by what he will do if he knew he would never get caught," end quote. Incredibly, this was a challenge to think about because of our moralities and how much the dilemmas at the moment reflect on them. Since the world is rigid with corruption and injustice, Rizal's quote speaks that we should act with integrity even when no one is watching. It is most relevant in our present situation, where the instance for transparency and accountability from the leaders and institutions is also often demanding.
So, partner, sang-ayon ka ba sa tunay na pagkatao ng isang tao ay nalalantad kapag alam niyang hindi siya mapaparusahan?
Ay, di ako sangayon dyan. Dahil sinasabi nila nga nila madalas na ang tunay na pagkatao ng isang tao ay lumalabas kapag siya ay nasa isang sitwasyon kung wala siyang konsensya sa kanyang mga gawain. Lalo na wala na siyang paparusahan at wala na siyang consequences sa mga kanyang pangyayari.
Tama ka naman dyan, partner. So, pero paano naman natin maaari maging inspiration ang mensahe ni Rizal upang hikayatin ang mga mamayan na manindigan sa katotohanan at pananagutan ng mga nasa kapangyarihan?
Para naman sa akin, maaari nating maging inspirasyon ang mensahe ni Rizal upang hikayatin ang mamayan na manindigan sa katotohanan at pananagutan ng mga nasa kapangyarihan. By pagpapalaganap ng kanyang mga ideya at sa mga paaralan at komunidad, pagpapahintulot sa mga libro, at lalo na sa pamamagitan ng edukasyon. Ay pagpapalalag natin to dahil mahalaga talaga ang katotohanan lalo na sa panahon na ngayon.
So, in El Filibusterismo, in her article titled Rizal's Relevance in the 21st Century, Dr. Maria Elena Cruz encapsulates how Rizal's call for education and civic engagement is of utmost importance in the present digital age. In the words of Dr. Cruz, Rizal's insistence behind the value of informed citizenry pertains it to our current journey of disinformation and political polarization. The present context where she proved is right by calling for education as a mean of empowerment would proper knowledge is power. So, In recalling the life of works of Rizal, his impacts on our history has not been confined to the thoughts left in this book. Instead, his ideas of nationalism, social justice, and education are still alive to influence every movement for change. His ideals are reflected in assemblies fighting for human rights, environmental sustainability, and just governance in the Philippines, and many others placed beyond our borders.
Isang tanong, partner. Ano sa tingin mo ang significance ng Rizal Bill sa konteksto ng Philippine education at lalo na ang national identity natin?
So partners, para sa akin kasi ang kanyang buhay at mga sulatin ay binibigay na buong komunidad upang itanim sa kanilang kakayahang tumintig para sa katotohanan at tawagin ang mga otoridad na maging accountable ang mga ito. Ito ay nagbibigay kapangyarihan sa mga tao na nag-iisip ng critical at itaguyod ng dialogo tungkol sa mga lokal at pandaigdigan issue. Kung saan ang mga tao ay pangangalagaan at tumindig laban sa mga kapangyarihan na leader na humiling ng transparency. So ito ay nagpapahintulot sa mga kolektibong kilusan ang mga diwa ng mga ideya ni Rizal na nagtataguyod ng pagkakahilahok ng mamayan at pagkakaisa sa loob ng komunidad upang lumaban sa katiwalian at kawalang katarungan habang sinusulong ang mga katotohanan at pananagutan sa lipunan, partner.
Ang Rizal Bill ay isang importanteng bagay sa pag-promote ng ating national identity. At tama yan. At ang ating patriotism sa ating bansa, sabi nga ni Rizal sa bill, the people who would eliminate the books of Rizal from the schools will blot out from our minds in the memory of the national hero. At sa pag-aaral ng contribution ni Rizal sa Philippine Revolution, laban sa mga stila at mga kanyang advocacy reform, papapahalagaan natin as estudyante at kabataan ang ating kultura at magkakaroon pa tayo ng mas malalim na kaalaman sa mga responsibilidad na nahintulok ni Rizal at ang mga kanyang pagtutulot sa kanyang ginawa. At ang bill na to ay nagbibigay pa hintulot para magkaroon tayong values ng critical thinking, social justice at lalo na ang pagmahal sa ating bansa. Dahil dito, ang teaching ni Rizal ay isang relevant piece of history to the present and future issues ng ating bansa.
So, in conclusion, Rizal's life and works reminds us to confront our historical critically. May this inspire us through this passionate idealism for justice and reform during his time and during the trying times of our era. Remember, we can write our destiny just like Rizal did his time. May we be the spirit of curiosity, compassion, and courage that Rizal stood for as we engage with the world around us.